My Tabor City home here. So today we are back, part 2, working on this basket case chipper shredder. Again, picked this up really cheap, and the challenge I've had to this point, the thing that's holding up any progress, is getting this flywheel off the motor. There's a shaft inside this flywheel, and I have tried. I put pry bars back here. I've done several things trying to get this flywheel off, and so I'm at the point now where we're going to the next level on trying to figure out how exactly to get this work done. To that end, what I figured out is I have this washer. It's always great to have a backhoe because you have heavy equipment and pieces for heavy equipment sitting around. I have this washer that I'm going to put on here, and then I'm going to put a couple welds on it to hold it tight against the flywheel. And then I have a 3-jaw puller that has a rod that will go down in the middle here that's not threaded. That puller will grab that washer, and as you screw on the puller, it'll actually pull everything up. Hopefully that washer will stay intact here. Hopefully that we'll be able to get this flywheel off. I really don't care about the shaft on the motor that's inside the flywheel because we're replacing the motor. So really don't. Yeah, no. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup on this metal to make sure that we get good adhesion with the welds, and then we're gonna do a little bit of welding, and we'll try to throw that 3-jaw puller on here and see if we have any success with it. So that's our project for today. Hopefully it works out. All right, here we go. All right, so this 3-jaw puller, I got this actually to work on PT Cruiser for my son to take pulleys off when we did the timing belt change, but kind of mocked it up before I started doing this work and figured it'll work. So it has this rod. The rod goes in the middle here. The bolt that goes in the middle of the puller is actually hollow. So the rod feeds down onto the bolt, and then you adjust the puller up. Alright, so 15/16. That rod really hadn't gotten a bite in there yet, so starting to meet some resistance now. Well, that's a pretty good demonstration that I'm not a great welder. Starting to rain out here, so alright, we're gonna run in and check the weather radar, see how long this rain's gonna keep up. Alright, so the first run didn't work. If you look here, I mean, there's almost no penetration into the actual metal, that the flywheel itself, so not a welder, hobby welder. We're gonna hobby our way in here and see if we can get a little bit better weld this go on. So look, I am your father. There you go. Weld-a-palooza. Busted another weld. That thing is just pressed on there super tight. Yeah, I mean, wow. Well, we have to go drop back to the drawing board and try to figure out a way to get that thing off of there. I mean, that wheel, that flywheel, if that's what you want to call it, is I mean, that's like the centerpiece of the chipper. We can't exactly destroy it in the process of trying to get it off the motor. Wow. Yeah, let me go back to the drawing board to see if I can figure out some other way to do that. Amazing to me. These are the things you run into when you do projects like this. And I really thought that thing was going to be a home run, to be honest with you. I absolutely astounds me. Anyways, alright, so from my Tabor City home to you, we'll keep working at it and see what we come up with. Once we get the flywheel off, we'll come back and review exactly how we managed to do it. But we're going to go put this project in the garage for the day and do some other things we got to get knocked out around here. So, alright, my Tabor City home to you. God bless. See you later.